Hi, Abby. Hope you had a nice weekend and you're ready to go with some work now again for the week. I'm just going to go through your maths. We'll do the Bezier maths first. We'll have a quick look at that. So we're on to 3D shapes now. And so they're showing you up here at the top of the page. 1D shapes have just length, so they're just kind of lines. 2D shapes have length and width. Okay, so your square, your circle, your triangle, the shapes that you draw. And 3D shapes have length, width, and height. Okay, so they're solid, chunky. You can pick them up. They're your cereal boxes and your books and your um, cans and tubes and all those things you find around the house. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick video. So I have to sort out these shapes. So I have my lines, they just length only into 1D, one dimensional. My shapes that I draw that have length and width. Okay, so they lines joining. Oh, sorry. Where's the circle? Go into 2D, and then my 3D shapes are the balls and the boxes and all those kind of things. Okay, so here we have a sphere, a cube with the square faces. There's no cuboids. Cuboids are the ones with the rectangular faces, and a cylinder. Okay. Anything different here? We have in this one, here's your cuboid with the rectangular faces and your cone. Okay. And cylinder again for 3D. For 2D this time we have a semicircle and an oval. Okay. And your square. And then your 1D lines. Okay, have a look at the semicircle and the oval there. They don't have any corners, both of them, because for a corner you need two straight lines to meet. So your square has your four corners, but your semicircle and oval have no corners. And yeah, we'll move on there to the next thing. So here you have a cone, two faces. So your circle bottom base. And here you have a shape. It has four triangular sides and then one square base. So that's your square base pyramid or square pyramid. And then here is your semicircle. So it's your half a circle, okay? So two sides but no corners, because you need two straight lines to make a corner, and you only have one straight line and one curved line. Okay, and that's done. So you should be okay for that page. I think you just need to write the sentences and pick which word fits in at the end of the sentence. So 2D shapes are flat or solid. They are flat. It's your 3D shapes that are solid. So you just do those. And then you come down to number 2 and you have to write all the names for these. Miss Core said that you can look in your challenge book. I think she said it goes through 3D shapes there. So just check what she said in her email. And yeah, you just answer the rest of those questions for those. Okay. So stacking means you can make a tower, so you can put one on top of the other, and you know by rolling. Do not have corners. We talked about that one. And which 3D shape is made up of one square and four equal triangles. We actually saw that one as well in the video. Okay, so off you go with that. You can pause my video here because I'm gonna go into the maths challenge now. So you can get that ready. Okay, number 1 should be fine. Go back and look at your chapter on 2D shapes if you're confused. Number 2, put in order of size smallest first. 2.2, 2.048, and 2.19. Okay, so first you look at the whole numbers. units, but they are all the same. So we need to look at the next number after the decimal point, so your tenth, to put in order of the biggest. So that's how you check that. Number 3, a builder cashed a 10,000 check in the bank and was paid in 100 euro notes. So how many did he get? So you're saying how many 100 euros go into 1,000. Okay, so you're dividing 1,000 by 100 to see how many 100 euro notes did you get to make up 1,000. Okay, or if you want, you can draw it out. So I know 10 100s make 1,000, because 10, 20, 30, 40, sorry, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, 1,000. So 10 100s make 1,000. So if 10 make 1,000, another 10 would make 2,000, another 10 would make 3,000, and you can keep going like that until you get to 10,000. All right, that was wrong up there. I should say 10,000. Should be another 0 there that you can't see. Okay, so you're going to see how many 10 100s get you up to 10,000. Okay, a stem of a plant is usually parallel, vertical, or horizontal. So parallel is when there's two lines that are never going to meet, so parallel lines. So that wouldn't be a stem. Vertical is standing straight, and horizontal is lying down. Okay, so just think of your flower. Number 5, if you sleep from 10:30 until 8:30 the next morning, what fraction of a day have you slept? So you go to sleep at 10:30. We'll see how many hours you sleep. 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30. Okay, 10 hours sleep. How many hours in a day? 24. So you need to see what fraction of the day that is. So 10 over 24, and can you break that down into a smaller fraction? Okay, what number will go into 10 and into 24 to break that down? Number 6, 0.275 is 275 over what? So you've tens, hundreds, thousands. So that would be over 1,000. What is 100th of 300? Find a fraction of anything, you need to divide by the bottom. So you need to divide 300 by 100. Okay, how many 25-gram packets of seed can I fill from a bag of seed which weighs 200 grams? So you have 200 grams, a big huge bag of seed here. Okay, you want to make small little bags of 25. How many can you make? So how many 25s go into 100? To 200. So you know 25 and 25 makes 50. So another 25 and 25 will make another 50. That's 50 and that's 50. How many? Then that's 100 altogether to make 4 bags. So how many more to make another 100? Okay, and one whole amount is what percent? So if you got top marks and everything, what would you get in your test? The biggest you can get, what percentage is that? And then finally, number 10, how many milliliters in 3/4 of a liter? Okay, well, how many milliliters in 1 liter? Is 1,000. 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. You see that my mark is running out. To get a new one, 1,000 milliliters in 1 liter. You might have a bottle of water at school which you bring around. It might be half a liter, it'd be 500 milliliters. So we want to see how much is in 3/4 of a liter. So you need to find out what 3/4 of 1,000 is. Okay, to find 1/4, what would you do? You would divide 1,000 by 4, and then we want 3/4, so you need to multiply that by 3. Okay. Or to find 1/4, you could half this and then half your answer again to find 1/4, and then you need 3 of that to make 3/4. Okay, I hope that helps, Abby, and I'll see you soon.